How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korban Gaming, and as you guys can tell from the title already, today's video is going to be a little different from the usual. Now, I did not know that I was going to make this video right until today morning, and as much as I didn't want to put out this type of content, but given the way things are now, I feel like I have to, okay? So you guys know I don't really like to talk about drama on this channel, though I'm no stranger to it. But today's video isn't about me, but rather about our friends over in the warmongering community in Adventure Quest. And I feel like as someone in the AQ community, especially since I'm one of the very few active content creators that this game has, I have a responsibility to speak up on the issue and hopefully be the louder voice that the community needs in order to get heard. On the screen, there's some pre-recorded footage of me doing the waves, but I'll throw in some footage of others doing the waves and pictorial evidence to support my points when it calls for it. This is going to be a long video, so sit back, grab some beer or coffee and do a few wall waves while listening to it. The opinions in this video are my own. Here's a quick timeline of the events that transpired to get you up to speed for those who are unaware of the situation. So AQ started this Olympax event slightly over a week ago, and what it was is that it's a war, but it's different from the wars that we usually have. Instead of killing off a certain number of monsters to reach 100% of the war meter and getting 2,500 kills to get the max rewards, clans had to compete with each other to see which clan gets the highest number of total kills by the end of the event, and the clan with the most kills would be crowned the winner. Now, I'm not sure about this, but if I'm not wrong, the winning clan gets some sort of trophy in their clan room. On top of that, the top 3 players from each clan with the most number of kills, not including estate waves, gets a gold medal miscellaneous item, top 10 gets a silver medal miscellaneous item, and top 25 gets a bronze medal miscellaneous item. Needless to say, people were very excited about this event since we didn't have anything clan related for years, and at the same time, it also generated a lot of friendly competition within the community, and a lot of the usual warmongers were ready to go all out to get the win. This isn't the first time whereby we've had a competitive war in the game, and all along these types of wars have always generated a lot more excitement as compared to your usual standard wars with a fixed amount of waves. So, it all started yesterday, according to the time of me writing this script, when 3 of the top warmongers across different clans got thrown into the CAT clan, or Cat clan as I'll be calling it in this video for simplicity's sake. It's short for cheaters, abusers, time wasters. Now, some people are going to say it's troublemakers, but you'll see later on why I call it time wasters, okay? On top of that, all of their war wins were removed from both their accounts and their clan. The reason given was that they were botting, as what's similar among these 3 was that they had over 20,000 war wins. Now, if you're seeing the footage on my screen, this isn't a difficult war. With my current setup, monsters go down in 1 hit. 2 at most for the higher HP mobs. At max momentum, you get an additional 50% damage and 50 BTH, and it will mean I don't even need to use the blood contract miss item anymore to kill monsters consistently in 1 to 2 hits. Because of AQ's saving time, you can get roughly 3 to 4 kills per minute going at max speed with full momentum. Daily caps exist in AQ, and once you hit your cap, your war wins no longer count until it gets reset the next day. But there are ways to go over this cap. Firstly, you can use a Spirit Mist item that you can get from a Z token package, which can increase your cap by a whopping 95%, assuming you have all of them. And the other thing you can do is that you can completely reset your daily cap by buying any Z token package. The cheapest one is $250 USD, so honestly it's not really that expensive for someone who wants to do that. Let's say I already hit my daily cap today and I'm currently receiving 0 gold for kills. I can just buy any token package, relog, and voila. I can potentially get another 1,000 overkills if I want to continue warring until I hit the cap again. On average, it takes about 7 hours to cap in this war without any spirit miscellaneous items, and it'll give you around 1,000 to 1,100 war wins based off my own personal experience. There is also this strategy called goal lining, whereby you flee from monsters who have a higher goal reward so you can do more waves before capping. Keep in mind all these strategies are fair play and in the game. No bugs, no cheats, no exploits. All of these strategies mentioned have been done in the past before with no repercussions. So if you do a little bit of simple math, taking all that I've said into consideration, it is very possible for someone to hit 20,000 kills legitimately from when the war started right up till their ban. And as torturous as it may sound, some of the most hardcore warmongers are able to double or even triple cap in a day. I personally have double capped on one of the days in this war, and it is doable even for someone like me who is not a seasoned warmonger. If you don't like people making full use of what you're allowed in your game to gain an edge in a competition, then why have it there in the first place? Why not just remove it entirely? The 3 people banned were all active members of the community, and 2 of them were pretty active on the Gog's Tavern Discord while they were doing the warring. Not saying it's impossible to bot while being active on Discord to clear yourself of suspicion, but there's really no need to put on an act 12 to 20 hours a day for 2 weeks when you can just go to bed if you're really botting, in my opinion. The third guy, on the other hand, is a very well-known seasoned warmonger who has also been wrongfully put into the Cat clan in a past competitive war because the staff thought that he was getting war wins too fast. The staff, however, were later proven wrong when another person who also got banned the same time he was in the old war released a video showing how exactly he was doing it. He was then taken out of the Cat clan shortly after. On top of that, this guy is also a massive whale who has spent thousands of dollars in the game. So why in the world would he risk his account again by botting this war if he has already been wrongfully caught once and is still continuing to drop so much money into the game? Of course, just because you're a whale doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be botting, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about it. The worst part for him is that all of the money he spent on donating tokens this donation contest has gone to waste, because not only can you no longer continue to donate tokens if you're in the Cat clan, but all the tokens you've donated prior also no longer count. This is really a big middle finger to someone who has spent that much money and is now getting nothing in return. Now, the reason for the ban is time the reason for the ban this time and the ban the previous time were different. The first time it was a question of pace, which can easily be proven with the video, but this time it's a question of players' endurance, which is really difficult to prove. As I'm typing this, one of the banned players this war is currently streaming on Twitch for over 20 hours, or however long it takes to prove his innocence. If you ask me, there's only 2 ways in my opinion to 100% guarantee beyond a shadow of doubt that a person isn't botting, and those are: first, physically sit beside the person and watch them play for the entire duration of the war, and 2, have a camera set up behind the person warring, showing both the screen and the person playing, and you stream yourself the entire war using that camera angle. Now, both of these methods don't make sense to implement, but currently it seems to be the only way to clear any doubts whatsoever on whether or not someone is botting or playing legitimately. To add on to all of this, getting over 20,000 kills has already been done before, multiple times by multiple different people throughout the years, even in non-competitive wars, so there is no reason to believe that they are botting unless you're assuming every single person who has ever gotten that number of kills or higher has been botting the whole time. There's referees in the official Olympics. Maybe we need some too in our competitive wars. But seriously, the only thing more boring than warring so many hours a day is watching someone war that many hours a day. The staff is willing to pay people to do it in the future. To protect the integrity of the warmongers, I'm sure there will be people who want to take up the job. Naturally, this already pissed off many people, seeing as all the time and money they put in could get invalidated in an instant. One of those who got banned even reached out to Hollow via Discord PMs. To my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but out of all the AQ staff, the only people who have access to player accounts and the ability to throw people into the Cat clan are Hollow and Captain Rhubarb, so it has to be either one of the two who did it, assuming my information is correct. This was the reply that he got from Hollow on Discord, and I quote, "Honesty goes a long way, and if you agree to not cheat again, you can appeal in 90 days to be removed from the Cat clan." End quote. This is absolutely ridiculous. You want people to own up to something they didn't do? Not cool, man. I don't think reinstating all their wins now will fix the issue, since removing it in the first place will have not only impacted these players themselves but also all the other players on the war wins list. I do hope that they at least get the gold medal miscellaneous item too if they were proven innocent. Since our voices weren't heard, the community decided to take it up to the official forums to voice our displeasure over the whole matter. Here are some screenshots. The posters were taken down in a matter of minutes. What's even funnier is that another well-known member of the community had one of his alt forum accounts, which was inactive for 4 months, preemptively banned just as we were talking about it in the Gox Tavern Discord. Yes, having more than one account is against the forum rules and deserving of a ban, but look at this explanation email sent by Hollow. It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. If that account was inactive for 4 months, then shouldn't the original 1-month ban have expired already? To add on to that, the second paragraph isn't really called for, and to top it off, this player got IP banned from the entire Badon domain. What gives? I get that the forums belong to you and you can set and impose whatever rules you choose, but I don't think not talking about the issues and sweeping it under the rug is the right way to go about doing it. Silencing all discussion on it, even civil and respectful ones, is the literal definition of what being a dictator is like. So as I was typing this, more emails are coming in from Hollow to this particular player, and here they are. First off, banning people on the forums for off-forum behavior isn't right, and now he's threatening to ban people's game account? This doesn't sound very professional to me. I am absolutely shocked that this is the kind of reply that we are given by the game's lead, no less. For some context, 12 hours leading right up to before this player's ban, he was basically advising people to be respectful when communicating with the staff, but the ban seemed to be the last straw. You can search all of this up by going through the Gox Tavern Discord logs. His IP has now been unbanned. I'm no expert here, but my suggestion to fix this entire issue and prevent it from happening again is to just do 2 things. 1. Remove the ability to reset your daily cap from the purchase of a Z token package. And not only myself but many other people, including the whales, have suggested to do this as well. 2. Have a system in place to see if people are going above 4 wins per minute, as that is literally impossible with the saving time. Anyone that goes over this is clearly cheating or botting in some way. If everyone had the same maximum amount of wins they could get in a day, regardless of how much they are spending, then it would be very easy to tell if anyone has gone past the limit, and on top of that, playing for 7 hours a day is also very possible, so the question of player endurance would no longer be an issue. I know asking the staff to provide evidence of how they detected the botting wouldn't be reasonable, as that might inadvertently cause some to use that information to get around it. But being hasty on the ban hammer, especially when the only reason given is "trust me, I know," isn't convincing and fair to those who got hit. Now, you might be wondering, there's no real way of me proving if all the screenshots provided are real or if they've been doctored unless I access their Discord and email account. There's also no way for us to know if the 3 people banned really botted. We could very well have all been fooled by them. But this being said, I do strongly believe that there is no good reason for them to lie to us, and I am putting my trust behind them. Penalizing players for being overly enthusiastic about your game is a surefire way to kill off your game. Dampening their morale like that will only cause all interest in participating in future wars to be lost. Not just to those who are banned, but also every other player who is aware of this issue. Without these few warmongers going so hard at it, your standard wars will literally take months to complete. If casual players clocked in a measly 5 kills per character, and that is assuming they even bother, because most casual players in this game don't even war at all. I love this game, and I've always prided AE games for listening to player feedback. This incident has left me extremely disappointed, especially in the way things were being handled. The staff are human too, and all humans are prone to making mistakes. What's important is owning up to the mistakes and working to rectify it. Trying to get Hollow or the staff in trouble is not the goal of this video, but rather I hope that they will be more open to communication rather than silencing everything on their own forums if future issues were to crop up. We can work together to fix and clarify such issues. not listening to the game's already small and only active community won't do anyone any favors here. Both developers and the players are dependent on each other to keep the game running, and the game would be dead if it was missing either party. I want the game to continue to last for a good many years to come, but that won't happen if such issues are repeatedly happening. And that's it, guys. Those are my thoughts on this entire thing. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and please do leave a comment down below on what your take is on the entire situation. I would definitely like to hear what you guys feel about it. And if you're not someone who is in the community, after hearing about this, what are your thoughts? Do share them with me. I will keep the comments in this video quite heavily moderated, so be mindful of what you're saying, especially when it comes to the staff, because keep in mind, being rude and disrespectful about it is not the way to go about solving the problems. We want to show the staff that we care deeply for this issue, but at the same time, we also want to give them the proper respect so that they can handle the issue for us properly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope you be sure to give a thumbs up if you guys like this video, and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys want to see more of such future content. Okay, hopefully no more of such future content, but yeah, if you guys would like to see more AQ content, then subscribe to this channel. Okay, so I'm your host Carbon Gaming. Peace out.